Hey, y'all. Good morning. Good morning. This is your girl, Tonetta. I hope y'all doing well. This is social worker and your coach. So, like I said, good morning to y'all. I'm bringing y'all this video this morning talking about self-love, how to love yourself. I know I've said it. I know a lot of y'all may have said it. Just love yourself, love yourself, love yourself. But what are some steps to do that? Nobody usually tells you all the steps that you need. I'm not going to tell you all the steps, but I have 6 important steps to, of course, things that you can do to, of course, start loving yourself day by day, a little bit at a time. Like I said, we always want to say love yourself and have a good mindset and do all these things, but nobody ever gives us any practical steps that we can use to do to actually get to that point. So, like I said, I want to share 6 tips with you this morning. 6 tips that, of course, help you love yourself a little bit every single day. So here's number 1. Think of self-love as a practice, not a destination. Just know that whenever I've talked about whether it's healing, triggers, anything like that, personal development journey, any of those kind of things, figuring out who you are and all those types of things, those things are never a destination. They're always a journey. Usually when I'm doing all the stuff and I'm doing this, I'm sure most of it's going to be for like the rest of my life, making sure that I'm keeping myself in check with different things, with my anger, with my temper, or with my self-love as well, making sure that I'm loving on myself in some kind of way every single day. Like I said, it's not a destination that you get to like next year I'll have all the self-love that I need. You have to keep doing this every single day for the rest of your life, most times. Your life, people change all the time. Our feelings change, our demeanor changes, something about us changes just about every day. Personalities, some like perks, different things can change. And we have to stay abreast, not stay abreast, but stay ahead of the changes, I guess I put it that way. So like I said, you're gonna have some areas in which you will need to change, switch something about how you love yourself in the next year or the next 5 years. It's not always going to be the same type of way every single day, every single time for the rest of your life. You're going to have to make some tweaks along the way. That's why I said it's a practice. You have to practice it every day. It's not that you just have a destination. I'm going to do it this time next year. I'll be done with all my self-love. That's not how that works. You have to keep on doing this. Otherwise, you'll lose some of those things, if not all of them. And like I said, you have to define for yourself what that, when you get to your, not get to your, but I guess, like I said, you have to define what that looks like for you as far as your journey. Whether you're doing it every day, whether you're doing it every week, whether you're doing it multiple times a day, what are you doing what are you doing and what are you trying to do as far as your self-love practice every day? Or every moment or whenever you want to, like I said, define that, what it means for yourself. But just know that it's not a destination. It is a journey for you to, of course, to just like I said, just a way to live your life. Instead of me saying a journey, it's just a way to live your life every single day. It's the love of yourself. And like I said, don't think of it as a destination and define what that looks like for you. But like I said, it's definitely a journey. Number 2, know that you don't have to love your reality in order to love and accept yourself. If you grew up anything like me, I grew up in, of course, inner city. There was my parents, there was drugs, there was gangs all around me and all types of stuff going on. I did not love the area that I was living in, the environment at all. Of course, there was a lot of stuff going on. That was my reality. My reality every single day. Some folks got stuff that's not that major, but it's still whatever your reality is, that's your reality. But you don't have to not love yourself because of your reality. You can still love, accept, and forgive yourself no matter what your reality looks like every day. Just know that. Like I said, you don't have to, like I said, there's folks around us that have all kind of faults and things going on that's going to be using drugs, that domestic violence is happening. All these types of things are going on. But like I said, you don't have to love your reality in order to love yourself. You can love yourself always. And once you get to a reality that you can create that, of course, that you love, then just start loving that reality. But what I would say about that is love something and just be thankful for something every single day about the space and the reality and the environment that you live in. Even if it's you got up this morning and you can breathe and you have sound mind, walking legs, all those types of things. Be thankful for that. Don't just, oh, this is horrible, this is bad, I'm never going to like any of this kind of thing. I'm not saying that at all. Be thankful for something every single day. But make sure that you do not stop loving yourself because of your environment. It doesn't matter what kind of environment you live in, you can always love, accept, and forgive yourself. Number 3, Challenge your negative mental narrative by sticking to the facts. I know a lot of times you may have heard me say about the generational curses and all those types of things. I wouldn't say it's really a curse like that, like a witch's curse or a devil's curse or that kind of thing, but just know that those mental narratives, that mindset that got handed down from your mom to your grandmom to your great grandmom to your great great grandmom, and the same thing through the father's line. Just know that some of those things held up and were true back in their day, but as you live today in these 2024, I guess, some of those things will not hold up anymore. But just know that you can, of course, step outside of that. And like I said, just stick to the facts of what's best for you today. Just know that. Like I said, there's all types of things that happen to us and that's beyond our control. That's fine. But like I said, just stick to the facts of what happened. The generational curses are beyond our control. Those are already throughout our family line. But you can, like I said, you can always change those things to whatever fits you today by sticking to the facts of what's going on in your life and what's going on in your reality around you as well. Number 4, acknowledge that we all know when I talk about trauma and drama and all that kind of stuff, trauma and oppression can definitely make your self-love more challenging. I was traumatized. I'm sure Mary's on here. Thank you, sis, for tuning in. And there's others who are going to listen to this video. And I'm sure a lot of folks were, of course, traumatized growing up as kids and even as adults as well. But just know that while that makes it a little bit harder to, of course, to get that self-love every day for yourself, but just know that it's not impossible at all. It's not impossible. You just have to do it. Sometimes we, of course, have so much shame, so much guilt, so much unforgiveness within ourselves, so much bitterness and anger as well, that keeps us from actually focusing on ourselves and focusing on the issue, the problem, the trauma, the drama, whatever happened, and focusing on the perpetrator and those types of things, putting all our energy towards those things, and we forget ourselves. Just know that when that's what makes things more challenging, because you're focusing your thoughts and your energy everywhere else besides the self-love that you have for yourself into creating that. You have to create that. It's not going to just come out of thin air. I don't care what happened to you. I'm not trying to say downplay that kind of thing at all, but just know that if you stop focusing on whatever happened to you and start focusing on yourself and your self-love and trying to build that, then you will do a lot better. I guess I put it that way. Trust me on that, because that's what I do a lot of times as well. Number 5, practice setting boundaries. Of course, I talk about boundaries a lot in real life and, of course, online. That helps you build your self-worth and your self-respect. Yes, you're going to have boundaries around you with your family, friends, whoever house you're going over or whoever's coming over your house, your partners, your kids. Please make sure you have those boundaries, but also have those boundaries online as well. Don't allow folks just to disrespect you and keep sending you craziness, dick pics and all this kind of stuff going on. Learn how to block people. Sometimes you have to do those kind of things. Whether it hurts their feelings or not, that's not the point. It's making you feel like you have control over your life and that you can set a boundary that nobody's going to disrespect me in this type of way. Make sure that you set those type of boundaries, like I said, in person and online. Like I said, they help build your self-worth. They help build your confidence. And of course, like I said, that self-love is building within all that. Just keep that in mind. And the last one, number 6, we have to always remind ourselves that we are worth loving. You have to remind yourself that loving and at least accepting yourself is a worthwhile pursuit. You have to know that. Like I said, you have to know and believe. To me, that's always the first thing. Realize that you are worth loving and worth, of course, loving yourself. And it is a journey that you want to take. Not just because I said it or your friend said it or that kind of thing, but you have to believe it deep inside within your core that this is a journey that you want to go on because you know that you're worth it. You're worthy of all that. You just have to believe that first. I believe it about myself now. I do. I didn't back in the day, but I believe it now. But you have to believe that as well before you go on this journey, because if not, it's going to feel like a fake journey to you. I've done it, so I know. But you have to believe that within yourself first, that you're worthy of pursuing your own self-love and loving yourself every single day. And like I said, these are some things, like I said, these 6 things, like I said, I hope that it can give you kind of a baseline where to start. I guess I put it that way. And some things to think about as you go on your self-love journey and you're moving throughout your days, your weeks, your months, your years, and that kind of thing. Like I said, definitely just know that self-love is afforded to all of us. It's a free thing that you can do every single day. You don't have to go out of your way to do a whole lot. Now, the boundaries, you may have to tell people no and that kind of thing. That's a whole different story. But like I said, for the gist of it, you can love yourself every single day. You don't have to get permission from me or from someone else. You can love yourself every single day, even if that's telling you, looking at yourself in the mirror or on this camera, Tonetta, I love you. Or Mary, I love you. Whatever you're saying to yourself every day. Saying the positive things to yourself every day. You can do that. But like I said, you have to believe that you're worthy of those things. It starts in your mindset first. Your mind, your heart, your soul, your mind, all those, it starts there first. If you don't believe it, nobody else outside of you, we can usually tell those fakers, I put it that way. So you have to start believing that too, that you're worthy. I'm sure you're very worthy of it. So like I said, I hope these 6 things help you today. Like I said, definitely we always, of course, like I said, talk about self-love and how to love yourself and all those types of things. But like I said, we never give some practical steps or practical things to think about as we go through this journey so that you can know how to get in that mode to, of course, to start accepting yourself, to start loving yourself, to start feeling yourself as worthy of whatever kind of self-love you're doing or love from anybody else too. It's all the same. Like I said, you can definitely do some self-affirmations and those types of things as well. And like I said, these things will definitely help you love yourself for real, y'all. So with that, let me go ahead and get off here, 'cause I got to get my day started. So take care, y'all. Have a good one. Let me know down in the comments if you're on a self-love journey or if you're going to start your self-love journey today. So like I said, I definitely want to hear from you. Again, this is Tonetta Clay, your social worker and your coach. And I will put a link in the description as well, just in case you need some help in trying to figure out more about who you are and those types of things. I put together 100 journal prompts that you can, of course, and it's free for you to, of course, to go ahead and get it and download it or whatnot. But like I said, it's 100 journal prompts that'll take you through relationships and self-love that's on here too, and those like your mindset and those types of things. Like I said, to better help you navigate your own life, to figure out who you are, what you're made of, and like I said, your worthiness. You're very worthy. To figure out that at the end, I guess I put it that way, you're very, very worthy. And like I said, these 100 journal prompts would, like I said, definitely help you find out more about who you are and what you're going to do with your life. I guess I put it that way too. So like I said, I put that in the description that you can go ahead and download. And like I said, you don't have to, you can let me know how your journey's going if you want with those journaling questions or not. You can or not. Like I said, I'm fine either way. But like I said, I definitely would love to hear from you as well if you started. So like I said, just let me know if you can, if you feel comfortable. Just DM me and let me know. But like I said, I'll put the link in the description so that you can go ahead and download that today. So you can go ahead and, like I said, start not just with self-love, but with other aspects of your life, relationships, and those types of things as well, because those questions talk about that. So with that, y'all, I say take care. Have a good one. Again, this is Tonetta Clay, your social worker and your coach. Peace out, y'all. I'll see y'all in the next video.